everybody. Today my message is for Flotus, the First Lady of United States, Melania Trump. Yes, it is. So she said in an interview in the current week, she said that she was the most bullied woman on earth. And then in an interview, when the reporter said, "Are you sure?" And she said, one of the most bullied women on earth. And what I hear when she say that, I hear suffering. I hear that she feels trapped in our situation. I feel that she's unsatisfied with being First Lady of United States, that it's not for her, and that it's a reality that is bringing much more negative side than positive side. Now, perhaps she loved her life before, as she had less responsibilities, no civic responsibility whatsoever, and she was in like a mood of for what we see from an outsider point of view is to get pretty, go out on red carpets and beautiful events, have a luxurious life with luxurious surrounding, and less action on being to the service of the people. And then by becoming the First Lady of United States, that choice comes with two aspects. It comes with the public service, and I think some people would see it as a burden, and some people would see it as a privilege. So that would come with the fact that you feel like it's a prison because you have to work. You really have to not just give speech, but put those speeches in actions and make sure those actions are followed through. Make sure you make this world a better place. So two things: it's more responsibility, but more possibility to make this world a better place, and it does come with more criticize, and that is where probably I assume Flotus, Melania Trump, felt bullied, because being criticized comes with the job, come with the choice of being First Lady. You cannot be loved by anybody. It's impossible, especially when you're in a high position like this, and then you're going to make position, and you're going to make decision, and you're going to make action. It's not going to satisfy everybody, and of course you'll get a lot of criticize. But to compensate that situation, you have a free housing at the White House, you have a free designer clothes to wear, you have the best security in the world to take care of you, and so you have a lot to compensate this unpleasant aspect, or I would say the most challenging aspect of being First Lady of United States. So I don't want to put down Melania Trump, because what I hear is an SOS. Like, if somebody in a position like that needs to address the press and say, "I'm the most bullied woman on earth," then I hear her SOS. I need her distress. I need that she's totally unsatisfied with this job. And I understand that she did it for her husband. Because when you're proactive and it's your own choice, you always go, before making a decision, you always go for the pro and the con, and you say, well, I'm gonna be threatening, I'm gonna be, people will complain, people will address their negative complaint to me, or in the media, on social media, and it's not always going to be flattering. It's not going to be mirror, mirror, tell me who's the fairest of all. It's not going to be like that. Being the First Lady, being on the front line, is not just a privilege on a pedestal. It's being on the field. It's having more tools to see the situation, the suffering, the inequity, like the unfairness of the situation, and having more tools not only to witness it, but to change it. You have a privileged position, and of course you're going to be criticized. you wake up in the morning, you're criticized. You're criticized for your hair, for your makeup, for your clothing. If you dress extremely well, you're going to be criticized. If you dress casual and cheap, you're going to be criticized. So it's a job. I understand that you're going to be criticized. You cannot please anybody. But that comes with the choice you make when you want to become First Lady. What I hear in Melania Trump is that she didn't want to become First Lady. And that is pretty clear when she lived for months and months in New York. And I understand that she is trapped in the situation, that it's undesirable for her. And my thoughts goes to her. And sincerely, this is not a criticized video of Melania Trump. I think she's a wonderful person, and I'm sure I would get along well with her. She's European, she speaks many languages, she's educated, she's refined. And I'm sure she's experienced so much in life that she would be interesting to get to know. And I'm sure I could spend like time with her and be extremely satisfied with the exchange. But that doesn't mean she is fit for the job of being First Lady of the United States. That's all I'm saying. What is being truly bullied? Well, being truly bullied is similar to what I experienced. And I'm not going to put myself in a position to say I was the most bully woman on earth in 2012 or in 2014 or still now on social media. I'm not going to take that position because it's going to be disrespectful for everybody that is bullied to the maximum of what they can take. No matter, regardless of how famous they are, how rich they are. When you lose everything you had before, and if that everything you had before was $100,000 or $100 million, you lose everything you had before. And for the person that loses, it's the same terrible devastation. So for me, putting a scale on who's worse and who's the biggest victim, I think it's not the direction, but I'm going to use my situation to bring a better context. So what is it to be bullied? I am bullied, and I don't need to spend a lot of time to prove it to you. I mean, just look at the thread down below and you'll see, like, I had to take away this week. Usually I don't take away messages. I read them all, and I encourage everybody to write your comment below because I read them all and it's constructive. Even if you don't agree with me, I find a way to use that information in order to, like today, bring something out of it. So the only messages I mute and notice to YouTube were the death threats. I mean, people say, commit suicide, just go kill yourself, Geneviève. You're such a stalker, go kill yourself, you're a liar. What they say? They say, whatever you said is bullshit. Go kill yourself. So when they say go kill yourself or you should be dead or death threats, I mean, I mute those people. So that's for sure. But do I let that affect me? No. Do I have secret services of the White House to protect me? I don't. I have nobody to protect me. And I receive death threat. Do you see? Like how it's not a contest, but it's like, how do I live my life knowing that I continue to tell my story? Not in order to self-promote myself, but just in order to bring the truth out. And I am my energy going against a tsunami of negativity because the public perception of myself is huge, and it's all, not all, but a major portion of it is against what I'm saying. So I have the courage to, roll my sleeve and take the challenge. And that's really what I'm doing here. And I take the challenge, and I'm getting bullied, but I'm getting bullied since 2012 on the day of my arrest. So am I used to it? I live like that since 6.5 years. Can somebody get used to receive death threat or or I'm gonna kill yourself, I know where you live, I'm gonna poison your water, you know, I'm gonna pierce your tires on your car. I had somebody sending me a very clear message with my car plate number. And it was accurate, actually. So I was like, oh my God, okay, that's pretty scary. And do I have made that choice? Like, when you want to become First Lady of the United States, you make that choice. And it comes with responsibility and security. Did I make that choice? I'm wrongfully convicted. I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't made any choices. And I battle the consequences of something I did not do or did not choose with grace, with courage, with strength, alone, with no help, no security. So that is being extremely bullied. That is the real consequence of being bullied is, was I ever, before my injustice in New York, tempted with suicide? The answer is no. I never did. I have a very high energy. I'm like a sunshine. Many friends of mine, they call me, since ever, they call me Little Miss Sunshine. And that's a reason why. I mean, I'm always what you see. I love life. I love people. I love nature. And I just think every day is worth it, even under the condition I'm actually forced to live in. And I take the courage every day to do my best. But the truth is, I am so bullied. And since internet exists, when you put my name down, internet is not like before. It's self-actualized every day. Like it refresh the page every day. So what happened in 2012 is still viewed as what's happening today by internet. So if I want to go rent an apartment, every landlord, they put down my name. And it's not like the pages are down below and many things have gone over. It's pages and pages and pages of me being the stalker, or name and label as the stalker, which I'm not. But what can I do? And and it's all that you're gonna see and hear. So what's my chance to find a safe housing? I don't live at the White House with security and food and wonderful paintings of the prior president and all the dishes chosen by the First Lady priors. And I don't have the Roosevelt pool, or you know what I mean? I don't have the bulletproof car. I don't have security. I don't. But I am bullied on the field 24/7 from network like internet, but also in real life, from people I knew all my life, from family members, from my friends that used to be my good friends for 20, 10, 30 years. I am not only bullied, I am menaced, threatened, put down. And the comment I received, like, you should kill yourself, you're a disgrace to us, I did not just receive it from strangers. I received it by family members and by people I knew all my life. That is hard. That is every day. I live since 2012, extremely hard. So I answered the question, why do I talk about it still? And some people in my comment, thank you for you, said she still talks about it because she's innocent and she needs to find a way to clear her name. And only a true innocence would spend 6.5 years bringing this subject to life again and again. Why? Because for me, it's still reactualized every day. My car is broken. I loved Mercedes-Benz. Prior my injustice, I had a fully beautiful house, fully paid, with beautiful, beautiful furniture and heart pieces in it. a swimming pool, a 2 garage, and I had a Mercedes-Benz. I had Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Burberry, and Chanel and Christian Dior clothing, and nothing was paid by sponsoring or by taxpayer, like when you're First Lady of the United States. And everything changed. On that day that I got wrongfully accused, everything changed. I still have the same car, which is 12 years old. The brakes needs to be redone. I don't have the money to do it. And I won't be able to drive it with no brakes. It's kind of unsafe. I have to change the tires. I have to change the filter and the oil. I can't afford it. I can't afford it. I need money for food. I need money for my asthma medication. I can't afford to repair my car. So that's how being bullied makes you unsafe. Why I can't afford to pay those repairs? Simply because nobody wants to hire me. Do I look fine? I kind of do. Do I look proper enough for a job? I do. Do I have the education and the curriculum vitae for any job? I do. I was vice president right before my injustice started. I was vice president for Bombardier Family, affiliated company called Browsan, and suddenly I can't find a job in a dépanneur or at like a gas station to pump gas. I have the education, the diploma, the experiences, the knowledge to do any job. And I can't find any job. I submitted my resume to more than 500 places in 4 years. I take not one, but 2 headhunters. I can't find jobs. And all the headhunters said, we won't keep you because you're impossible to place somewhere. Even if you have all the qualification and you're capable of doing everything, nobody's gonna ever take you. I wanted to then submit my application to welfare because totally, out of resources. And they said, well, we won't take you because you never receive your out of jail document from Rikers Island. And as you don't have those documents, we will not be able to finalize and proceed your application. I said, I'll never get those papers. I'm a Canadian. I crossed the border and I cannot. Like when I called Rikers Island, they said, we will prepare your document, but you need to come yourself in New York at Rikers Island to pick them up with an ID card. I said, I can't. I'm Canadian. I crossed the border. I'll never be able to re-enter United States. And so I won't be able to get those papers that will give me the chance to have welfare. So by the bullying that's been applied to me, I'm below welfare. I'm much below poverty. I'm below welfare. That's the real cost of bullying. So you want to make a contest of who's the most bullied woman on earth? I won't play that game. I'm just gonna say I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one who suffered consequences of injustice. I am a Me Too victim, and you don't need to work in movies and entertainment to be a Me Too victim. You just need to be a woman. So I don't have a safe housing, and I'll tell you more about it, but my current landlord, Achilles, they rented me without knowing, without realizing I was ALEC Baldwin's stalker. And then an employee figured it out, like she's Irish, I guess she loves ALEC Baldwin movies, and she figured out I was that stalker, and the problem started. And every month, from a month to another, from a day to another, I don't know what trouble is gonna fall on me, just because I am extremely vulnerable. So my car is ruined. I had the people, the dealer, the car dealer that is called, and I'm not doing a commercial, I'm just telling for the people around Montreal the truth. It's called Duval Mercedes, and they sold me my Mercedes-Benz. And the funny story was right before I went in New York and got arrested in 2012. I was in the process of changing my car for a better version with the better color, you know, something much more update to who I was, and I had the cash money to pay it. And I came back from New York, and my life has changed, and I canceled buying the car, and that's it. And since that time, even if I'm not that profitable to them financially, and I'm not purchasing a new car every 3 years, and I'm not bringing good sponsoring and good name to them, even if I say that is such a good publicity for them. Well, I'm the stalker of ALEC Baldwin, so, but they helped me out. They were so kind, so professional, so much more than professional. They were amazing. They helped me out with the cost. They made sure I repaired only the necessary. They find ways to help me out, and they did. And when I will have the money again to change my car, I will go back to them. I will go back to them for life. I am so grateful. That's the word. I'm grateful for their conduct during my storm and during my injustice. So I will always be faithful to that. To Duval, Mercedes, and Boucherville. So what is it to be bullied? Again, Melania Trump is suffering from criticized by the choice she made of becoming First Lady. I'm suffering from criticized by a choice I never made to become a wrongfully accused person and vilified around the world. When I say it's hard for me, I can't repair my car, I don't have jobs, so I don't have income, I don't have money, my car will fall on my hands. Like now, technically the winter is coming, I can't afford to change the tires, to put winter tires, so I won't be able to drive it to go see my mother and this and that. So it's kind of, oh my God, you know, what am I going to do? And I don't know. And I'm alone and by myself, as I don't have any support, no system support, no family, no friends, no nothing. I don't have the secret services of the White House giving me security or a driver to drive me around. I don't. I have nothing. I have 2 dogs, 2 tiny dogs, and they're my responsibility, and I don't know how long I will be able to afford their food, and I can't afford their medical procedure. One of them is supposed to have a medical procedure at Sébastien Fourie is our vet, and he's at Brossard Veterinary Center, and I can't afford the procedures, like $1,500. I can't afford it. So what's going to happen? I don't know, but it's a surgery that can no longer wait, but I can't afford it. So that is the consequences of being bullied, is not being able to live your life on your own terms. Nothing is my decision. Being poor is not my decision, is not the consequences of my action. Losing my house, losing my retirement plan, losing my RRSP, having a car that won't work soon is not the consequences of decision I made. Being able to not sustain the surgery for my dogs or provide them the care they need or food they need, it's not the consequences of choices I made. Unable to insure myself, and when I came back from New York, nobody wanted to insure me because I was the official bad guy all over internet, all over the world. So I couldn't insure myself. So for like 2 years, I lived without personal insurance. So if I got robbed, if anything happened to me, I was not insured. I could have fallen for bankruptcy right here and then as soon as something happened, a fire, anything. I was so vulnerable, and all of these were direct consequences of something I didn't choose, something I didn't do. What else? Respect. Respect is probably the biggest topic and the biggest word of this video. You can live with a difficult period of your life, financial, with health, with losing love, losing friends. You can lose things. But when you go to the bank, people respect you. Stranger, in a professional field, they're supposed to give you respect. Not to me. Everywhere I go, I'm the official punching bag, and you can punch me and give a little comment and make a little joke and poke me and be unpleasant, disrespectful, even in a professional relationship. Like if I go to grocery stores next door and they recognize me, they could say, "Hey, that's the crazy one on Baldwin story." And being harassed, and then I come back home and I open my account and I see, "Go kill yourself, commit suicide, you're such a garbage, a human garbage." That is 6.5 years after. So imagine how it was in 2012, in 2013, in 2014. Even the media, the local, the New York international media, the news, were saying, "Well, she's a crazy, she's this, she's that," and they brought some so-called specialists, behavioral specialists, saying a stalker do that, a stalker do that, so she's definitely a stalker. And that was it. Like, those specialists took an hour to really speak with me, evaluate me, and never they wanted to take both sides of the story. Why? They were paid a lot of money to promote their businesses on international channel, international news, just to say that. And never one of them had the professional responsibility to measure the emotional and physical consequences on how life-threatening their comments were on me. So I don't know if Melania Trump, living in the White House with hundreds of thousands of dollars of jewelry and designer clothes and the best FBI, CIA security in the world, feel that she's the most bullied person on earth. But I'm telling you, I had Cartier jewelry, I had Louis Vuitton prior, a lot of very expensive Burberry, Chanel, Dior outfit that I am actually in the process of selling. And not to make profit, but just to be able to do grocery shopping and have food. So I don't know how she can claim to be the most bullied woman on earth, because being really bullied, if it's for me or anybody that is bullied for the color of their skin, for their sexual orientation, for the fact that they're transgender, for the fact that they don't have the right religion fit with the country they're in, for the fact that they're a woman in the wrong country, when you're bullied like that, and your life is threatened, and you're stoned in public places, if it's me or many Muslim women or God, there's so much suffering in this world. So to claim that somebody that is so pampered and protected in a castle in Washington that is bulletproof is the most bullied woman on earth, when the negative comment she received is the result of our decision on becoming the First Lady of the United States. That is, to me, I'll leave you to choose the word. I mean, I'm speechless about that. When I choose a position in life, I don't only take the good side of it. I know and I'm aware that every choices and responsibility comes with not just the pleasure and the ball gown and the champagne and the jewelry and the traveling, but it comes with action. It comes from work, dedication, responsibility, and criticize. Then when you take a decision based on those two sides and you really want to do it, then you cannot after that come back and claim you're bullied and you're miserable and you're the worst victim on earth. That was her choice, unless it wasn't. And that's how I don't want to, add to her burden, but I want to bring out that clearly I understand when she says something like that she never wanted to be First Lady of the United States, that she wanted to live in New York the way she always lived. And that is fine with me, and that is okay, and that is what she should have done, and maybe what she should do from now on. It's funny because I'm not an American, so it's not like I'm not gonna tell you if I'm more a Democrat or more a Republican. I'm not gonna tell you this, but the thing is, if you choose to be First Lady of the United States, it doesn't just come with being on a pedestal and the fame and the privilege. It comes with the responsibility, the criticize, and the drama that comes with it. It's a very high level of responsibility job. It is one of the highest level of responsibility job, and you do open yourself to critic and criticize when you accept this honor. It's not just an honor, it is an honor, but it's an honor that comes with high responsibility. I understand that it was not her choice. That's what I see. And if she took the time to address the media with that, it's just because she should resign as First Lady and perhaps let somebody new, somebody with a stronger desire to do this duty, this responsibility, and return to a safer, more private life. I think she would prefer that. So that was my comment on Melania Trump's statement this week on she's the most bullied person on earth. I'm not going to jump into competition and pretend I am the most bullied person on earth. I won't go there. But I'm just saying that, yes, I was extremely bullied around the world for a choice I didn't make, for something I didn't do. And I don't have any protection or good aspect that comes with the bad aspect. I just have the sour side, but not the sweet one. I don't have the security that comes with the death threat. I don't have the designer clothes and traveling and everything that comes with living in the White House, with the fact that I can't work on the job that I want or a job I don't want or any job at all. I can't earn anything. I'm piling debts right now due to vilification that I always called with grace vilification. Well, I could just say bullied. And that's what Melania Trump is bringing to me. Maybe I should, stop labeling what happened to me as worldwide vilification, and I'm going to say worldwide bully. But I'm never going to tell you that I am the prime victim on earth. There's people who are suffering in silence, who doesn't have the chance to get out of that misery because they live in countries with religion, with men as well. When you're gay and you're in a country that they damage, they hurt, they threaten to kill gay community people or black people. I mean, just the Ku Klux Klan in the United States or anywhere on earth. I mean, how come somebody who is so privileged, who wear every day tens of thousands of dollars of clothes, hundreds of thousands of jewelry, and fly in private jet or fly in Air Force One with security, pretend she's a victim when it's the result of a conscious choice. Once again, nothing is against Melania Trump, but if what I hear is right, then she should resign as First Lady and return in New York and live the life she loves, she chooses, she's comfortable in. And that's the result of this video. And it does, you know, bring a reflection to where I'm standing now and what I want to do from this point with my life. But I want to continue helping people. I want to continue serving community, and that's what I've been doing all my life. And I'll tell you more about it on how I did it with my documentary series, with the work I was actually doing on the field or outside of regular work hours. And I will tell you like what matters to me, but what matters to me is not to come here, stand here and say I'm the most victimized person on earth. I have been extremely damaged and hurt, and I will survive, I will thrive, and I will win it. And that's how I'm going to do it. So if you want to witness it, then be in my team and just subscribe to my channel. I'm amazed. Like this morning, I have thousands and thousands of people looking at my videos, and subscribers are going up and up. Let's hope the subscriber will go higher before the weekend. I really want to not become rich and famous, but if I do, fine. You know, I'm never gonna say no to this, but it's not my prime objective. My prime objective is really to use how difficult my situation was, and how bullied I was, and how disrespect I've been living since 6.5 years, and all the consequences of my injustice, and help other people that are suffering. Help other people that are under injustice, unjust situations. As human beings, we know we don't live in a perfect world, but it's time to take my suffering and put it to the service of those who really need a boost of sunshine, hope, and I didn't let myself die. I didn't kill myself. I didn't commit suicide. And all the reasons, opportunity, and push from haters saying, kill yourself. We hate you. Kill yourself. Just disappear. Die. You know, we're going to bury you in a hole with no name on it. We hate you. I could have fallen into that direction, and I won't. I will never surrender. I won't. I will win, and I will bring people with me in this winning. I will make sure my suffering serves a better purpose in order to change that world. And I don't have, like Melania Trump, to be promoted First Lady of United States on a pedestal with designer clothes and expensive jewelry to be doing a good job, to take the responsibility. I don't have to receive honors to take the responsibility. I will just take the responsibility, and I'm doing it by my videos. So I'm going to tell you videos by video, subject by subject, what happened to me. And then let's hope that together, if you subscribe to my channel, if you leave comment, let's hope that together, all the Me Too victims and all the people who weren't rich enough in New York to get a lawyer to defend themselves and are forced into taking plea deals that destroy their life forever, I just hope that together with my videos, we're gonna put a pressure on government, and perhaps Melania Trump can join and help us out and give us a meeting and help to fix the real problem in legality in New York State and perhaps in other states, and the way that laws are totally disrespected. The system is wrong, and it needs to be fixed. And First Lady of United States should be on our side. So I'm not criticizing her. I'm just saying, if she didn't want that job, I understand. Well, I want to make sure I can provide to the people a better world, that my suffering will help you out, to enlighten, to portray the problems. And when we are aware of the problems, it's the step number 1 to fix them. So let's see if we can do something. But now that I have thousands of people viewing my video, it's kind of giving me a yes answer. So join me, join this new direction, a new movement that I'm launching with my videos, and I will use those videos to tell my story. But by telling my story, I always keep in mind tell the story of everybody else, because what happened to me can happen to anybody of you. Okay, so let's have a fantastic day. Let's hope Melania Trump to find the best solution for herself. I wish her to be happy, to be unbullied and satisfied with the choices she makes. Okay, so big kiss everybody. I love you and speak to you soon on another video.